Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome back to another episode of God Concept Podcast. I'm doing a bit different today. Everything ain't perfect, everything ain't great, but every day I'm seeing it through. I'm looking through this amazing fucking view. Life ain't perfect, but it is what you make it, man. You are your own puppeteer. You your own God, man. You gotta treat yourself like a God, man. It's like you are what you want to become, man. You have to really hone yourself in and focus on your goals, man. If not, you'll never make it. You are what you make yourself. You are what you want to become. You are everything that you are what you say you are. What I mean? You can do everything in your power, right? To become what you want to become. You just can't destroy yourself. Right? You can't accept destructive behavior, a destructive mindset, destructive, attitude. Like you just can't take it. You can't. You gotta always achieve your goals. Listen to my music. I don't know if I mentioned. I'm just listening to I'm just ranting right now on my podcast, and I just feel energetic today. You know what I mean? I just was working out. Um, you know, I just was working out and everything. My morning started off to a rough ass morning, but I'm still thankful that I can always land on my feet, always land somewhere, man. And I appreciate anybody who ever been in my corner. That's all I can say, man. I appreciate anybody who's ever been there for me genuinely in any type of way. I appreciate it, and I'm grateful for them. You know what I mean? But I just been through a lot, man, and it's like, I'm be honest with you. I'm be honest with y'all. I got a lady that I've been, happy with in a lot of different ways. And, it's good having that relationship, but it's like, you can't neglect yourself trying to be there for somebody else. You can't neglect yourself trying to be there for somebody else. And at the same time, while you're with that somebody else, even if you're not neglecting yourself, you can't take too much neglect from somebody else. You know what I mean? It's like a person neglecting you, a person making you feel less than, or, in some type of way. It's like a person either with you or they ain't. You know what I mean? It's not two ways about it. It's not, it's either a person is with you or they ain't. And it's just like that. They could be with you and still have, you know what I mean, other different things that they dealing with, this and that, or hang up about being with you. A lot of new relationships go through this type of shit. Because it's like people in their life that might not approve of your relationship, or this going on, or this going on, and you never know the situation you're walking in. Because the situation took a turn. Like, I can really write a book about everything that I've been through as of lately. Hold on, let me turn this music on. I could really write a book about everything that I've been through as of lately. I mean, it's been so many ups and downs, so many twists and turns, and this life is so intricate that it shows me that nothing is finite out here. Anything is tangible if you put the work in, and if you put your attention and your focus in the right direction, right? Most of us put our attention and focus in what puts and what's putting its attention and focus on us, right? It's all about algorithms. Even your phone feed, everybody knows on social media. Everybody should know this. But what I realize is that some people just don't know shit about how about how electronics work and about how this world is starting to revolve around electronics, right? Because it's a such thing called an algorithm. Anything you talk about around your phone, anything you got on your mind while you're going through social media or whatever, it'll pop up. So what that tells you, that means that you and these electronics that's around you are connected in a way, right? You and these electronics that you're around every day are somehow connected. Anytime a phone or a kiosk in a store can pick up on exactly who you are, what you're thinking at the time, and what's your desire, right? What's your want, needs, and your desire? What do you want right now the most? You know what I mean? How can a cell phone possibly know exactly what you're looking for before you even tell it you're looking for it. I never told my phone that I was looking to go to the Chinese store down the street, but it directed me to one before I even thought about asking it to direct me to one. Right? Your social media feed, some things that you're thinking about in your mind and you're searching up, you start seeing more of that, right? So it's going to either feed you negativity, it's going to feed you positivity, it's going to feed you that person that you fanned out about. Like when you're real fanned out about somebody and you constantly watching that person on a certain platform or whatever, they going to constantly pop up on your phone. And it's not that everybody else is watching them too. You think everybody else is watching them, but it's just you. It's only you. And I mean, as a man, some men get caught up in that too because they don't understand it neither. But a lot of our women get caught up in that. It's like social media is a real fucking trap, a thirst trap for women. Like they're searching anything, whatever it is, it's going to keep on popping up. If they're infatuated with clothes, that's going to keep on popping up. If they're infatuated with puppies and flowers or money or dudes or this, that, all of this shit is going to pop up. It has to. It's called an algorithm for that reason. It's tracking what you like. That's like some mind tracking like Matrix type shit, man. But that's exactly what it is. It's mind tracking. It's mind tracking. It shows you that there's a new level of reality. There's a new level of reality in how we live in our life and everything. Yeah, we still here. Everything is still physical because we're physical beings living in a physical world. We're physical beings living in a physical world. But at the same time, there's something very digital about it. Something very analog or you know what I mean? Like you really could shape your life. But the longer you wait, the harder it is. And all of us has a story and a journey to go through, period. Because you are the star of your own movie. I talked about this in the past. You are the star of your own movie. Not only that, my favorite saying that I made up myself is, everything is seen, heard, and viewed. Like the all-seeing eye. Through our eyes, everything is recorded. Everything is seen, heard, viewed. Everything is recorded. Through my eyes, through your eyes, through the eyes of a baby, through the eyes of a cat on some level. All of this shit is recorded and transmitted back. You know what I mean? Because all we are, it's like a digital meat suit. That's what we are basically, digital meat suits. You are a digital representation of something that's more light based. You know what I mean? Your soul is more light based. Like we could say it's electronic and this and that, but what animates these electronics? What get these things to go? Lithium batteries, ion batteries. Think about that. Ion. You know what I mean? Where's all these materials coming from? All of it ultimately, when it boils down to it, is some type of heat or some type of light or this or that. That's where it all boils down to. That goes to show you, i.e., everything goes back to power. Everything goes back to that light. Everything goes back to that spark. What spark are you igniting in your life? You have to ignite that spark. One thing I hate is, well, not hate. Let me take that back. Not hate. One thing I don't like and really grind my gears and make my balls itch is to sit around and watch somebody destroy themselves. I can't do it. I can't sit around and watch anybody destroy themselves. I got enough damage to deal with myself. I got enough damage that I'm dealing with myself. Damage that I'm trying to recover from. And nobody's really helping me. Even the ones that's supposed to be in my corner, the ones that so-called help me, don't help. Don't help. They'll kick you while you're down. Anything like that. And everybody got this excuse that they're going through something as well. It seems like a common thing where people is just saying, oh, I'm going through something too, and you don't know what I'm going through. But we all going through something. Why don't we all just start being sensitive to what each other's going through? I mean, I don't see how that's difficult to do at all. Just bring kindness and fairness in any relationship that you're in, whether that's a friendly relationship, whether that's a romantic relationship, whether you're boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, family, friends, this, that, or even a person you meet on the street deserves some type of respect. Respect is due to a dog, they say. So why can't we just respect each other? Why can't we respect what each other's going through out here? Like, this is sad. Like, you know what I mean? It's really sad. And I see the dichotomy that we live in. And in my mind, in my own space, I don't live in that same dichotomy that a lot of people live in. I don't live in that same dichotomy. In my mind, yeah, I may have to deal with it in reality because I deal with other people. Because when you deal with other people, you have to deal with the realization that they really don't give a fuck about what you're going through. You gotta deal with that realization that they really don't give a fuck what you're going through. Like, once in a while you meet somebody who genuinely connect with you or really care about what you're going through. But it's the difference between caring about what you're going through and helping out. Caring about what you're going through and using. It's the difference. Caring about what you're going through or helping you by pushing you over the edge even more. And people don't even realize they're doing that because everybody's going through something different. The thing is, more than likely, I'm not going through the same thing you're going through. More than likely. On a daily basis, everybody's going through something. Imagine that. Everybody's going through something, right? But what I'm going through might not be what you're going through, right? We might have two dynamics of what we're dealing with in life because all of us have, again, our own life story. But a lot of people don't understand that or can't retain that information. So they lash out at others. And I put myself out on a whim for anybody. I might not have a lot in any situation, but I'm able to always expand, grow, and build, and do what I have to do and make different moves. Through the grace of God, I'm able to do that. You know what I mean? I'm not taking no credit for myself at all. Through the grace of God, I'm able to always figure something out and move in a way where it's beneficial to not just me, to my children. You know what I mean? And it's not just about me. I'm struggling fighting the fight that I fight for my children, for what was a thriving family. You know what I mean? It's like all of us come through to a realization in life that people that we thought were supposed to be there for us wasn't there for us. And then you meet new people, and you hope, damn, you know, they show you so much love and so much genuineness that it's like, damn, I hope that this is my person or these are my people now, right? But when that goes south, it's like it hurts. It hurts. Sometimes it may hurt worse. Sometimes it may hurt just as much. Sometimes it may not hurt that bad at all because you done been there with people that you knew long and that you really, really love, right? Consistency is within yourself. Bottom line. Consistency is within yourself. You gotta stay consistent with yourself to make anything work. If you got any dream, any vision, any goal in mind, consistency with yourself is what'll make it work. Gotta remain consistent. You have to remain consistent with yourself. Within yourself. You gotta remain consistent. Because tomorrow's not guaranteed. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. You could be here today, go tomorrow, somewhere gone. You don't know what's after this life. I know something is after this life because energy is never destroyed. It's merely transferred from one place to another. So as a Newton taught us that, right? So if that's the case, then all we're going to do is reanimate somewhere else. Possibly. Maybe. Right? My original theory is that we return back to the light which gave us life, which gave us life to live in the first place, that we return back to that. Some people believe after this is just, you were what you were and that's it. But I know for a fact that everything is seen, heard, and recorded. Because what happens in my subconscious, because of the things that I can hear and that I can see in my subconscious, let me know that everything is seen, heard, and recorded. Our eyes are to the creator, what a movie camera is to a great director. And best believe the creator is directing everything. Everything. It is all in divine. It's all in divine order. The thing is, you might not see your role as so divine as you want. You might not see your role the way you might not be playing the part that you wanted to play. You might not be in the position you want to be in that script. But the thing is, once you realize that, the thing is, once ultimately realize or hear back here. Once you hear exactly what you can be, or what you should become, or what you should have done, that's when you have to take action. And don't get me wrong, there's other roads that you can go down. But if you want to, get there, if you want to get the way you're supposed to be, you have to take action immediately. You have to do the things you're supposed to do. You can't let anything get in the way of that. If you meet somebody, if you're going here, if you're doing this, doing that, it has to be in the direction of where you want to get to, your ultimate goal. It has to be there. I apologize, I got a call. I hope it didn't interrupt my podcast. It's going well too. But yeah, man, if you have any vision or inclination in your mind of where you're supposed to be, and you're not there, you have to do whatever it takes to get there. You have to bust your ass until you get there. You know, one thing about it is, I've been dealt such a crazy fucking hand. Like it's all jokers and aces and kings and queens at this point. You know what I mean? And it's like this hand that I'm dealt, I'm dealing with it, but at the same time, me seeing it and being so enthralled into my own life that it's sometimes hard to make the proper decisions on who to meet, who to be with, this and that. Because you need people to make it through, to make it by. You got to make the right connections. So far, I think I make the right connections, but I think the people that I connect with, sometimes they're broken too, and they need help too, and they're able to help me in certain ways, and I'm able to help them in certain ways. But it seems like they never appreciate the help that I'm bringing to the table, and that's what hurts so bad. Because I bring a whole fucking lot to the table, but you're only gonna get the milk if you actually sit there and massage that udder. You see what I'm saying? Like you can't get blood from the turnip, right? And you can't get milk if you're not milking the cow. You see what I'm saying? You can't get milk if you're not milking the cow. The cow not gonna bring you the milk. It's not gonna happen. With anybody, you gotta milk that fucking cow. Look at people as cattle, right? Just being, just use an example, or whatever. If you want to get something out of a person, you gotta milk it. You gotta talk to them. You gotta see what they got to offer, what they could do, what they're capable of. I come to you as a mere man, but I'm capable of multitudes. Is what I'm trying to say. When I come to you, I'm just me. When you meet me, you might not even know I am who I am, and I'm capable of doing what I'm capable of doing, and getting things done the way I'm able to get things done. You wouldn't know that. You wouldn't fathom that. Because I'm not pulling up in a Range Rover. I'm walking down the street. You know what I mean? I'm not the fanciest dude. I ain't got the iPhone 16 Plus Ultra Max or 17 or whatever they got right now. I haven't been afforded the availability of the capital that I need to live that type of lifestyle. And along the journey of me building that lifestyle to get the capital that I need to get certain messages out there that everybody should hear, not just from one set of certain particular people, shit goes south. And I would say it's by design. But if I said that, then that would be going against the creator, where everything's not going to be perfect in this life. You have to hone in and focus, because the creator gives us choices. And you got to choose those choices wisely. You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. I'm an empath. I'm a very spiritual person. And if you're attacking me, if you're hurting my spirit, I can't be in your company no matter how much I love you. No matter how much I love you, I can't be in your company if you're hurting my soul. If you're hurting my soul, I can't be in your company. I can't. I can't be in your company if you're hurting my spirit, hurting my soul. Because that's my work. That's my money. If you sitting up there not allowing me to write books because I'm too involved in what you got going on in your life, then I can't be a part of your life. I love you and I care about you, but I can't be a part of your life if I can't do the things that I have to do with my life in order to build a better life and future for myself and my children. And even you, the person that I'm dealing with, the person that I'm talking to. I can't build that if I'm not allowed, if I'm not afforded the opportunity to do the things that I have to do. All it takes is time and space, maybe a little participation and support. That's all it takes. Time, space, participation, and support. That's all it takes for anything. Teamwork makes the dream work. That's why that saying is so exclusive and relevant today. Teamwork is what makes the dream work. Everybody knew that. Everybody knew that. Every basketball team, every football team, anybody who ever built something with somebody knew that teamwork made the dream work. Shit, you got people that believe teamwork make the dream work and they don't even fucking like each other. So two people sleeping in the same bed together, loving on one another, kissing one another, doing things for one another, can't have enough togetherness to make a dream work because y'all are a team, right? If you with somebody, you're a team. Teamwork make the dream work. Man, you can do it by yourself, which I've been trying to do for a long time. But I understand that teamwork is what makes the dream. So I've always been in search for that woman that'll be my partner, my teammate, my rock, the woman that I need when I need to talk to somebody. I've always been in search for that, you know? That's part of the reason why I started my podcast. In search, you know? My answer, crying out for this help, that help, crying out to the public, just letting my story be known and be heard, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, all you got is your words and your balls, you know what I mean? And I'm the only one that can hold my balls, you know, besides, you know what I mean, my lady, you know? But it's like, your word though. Everybody can hold on to your word if you put it out there, if you let your story known. And what I went through was some horrid, fucked up shit that should never be done to nobody on different levels of life. You know, a lot of people go through this, and I know that for a fact. And I don't ever want nobody to feel the pain that I feel. I don't ever want nobody to feel the pain that, man, it hurts. To realize that the very people that should be in your corner ain't in your corner. That's when it's time to look inward. That's time when it's due self-accountability. That's when it's time to realize that, you know, ultimately, you're the only one that's gonna make a difference in your life, in the lives that you brought into life. You know what I mean? You gotta hear that in the back of your mind and understand that. You know, a lot of people got mental illnesses and they hear different things in their mind, and I understand that. If you're a person that hears things in your mind but you don't have mental illness, and you know that it's the things that you hear are divine from God, that you hear the whispers of the crowds that watches you from another dimension, right? Because I hear crowds sometimes, hear cries. Sometimes it's such emotion that it makes me emotional. Singers know about this. People who create know about this. Because when somebody appreciates something that you do, you feel it. It's a genuine feeling. And this has been my episode of God Concept Podcast. I gotta get ready to run, so I appreciate y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all for y'all support. And listen, I know I say this a lot, but there's more content coming. But I gotta get some fucking content pumping. So there's more content pumping. I actually recorded an episode of my podcast before this episode, but didn't even release it. And I did that so many times because I don't feel like sometimes the right message, or I was in the right space or in the right place to actually, you know what I mean? So I won't release it. You know what I mean? That's my own egoism. You know what I mean? Or my own, you know, like hang-ups or whatever. Because I don't want to, you know, put myself too much out there. Shit it is what it is. But I love y'all. I thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. And stay tuned for more God Concept Podcast. Stay tuned for more Mr. Pagan. And stay tuned for some literature as well. Thank you.